Welcome to beautiful Las Vegas, where hundreds of thousands of people travel every year in hopes of hitting paid dirt gold in the city that never sleeps. Las Vegas also plays host to hundreds of racers every spring who travel from far and near to compete for first place in the great American off-road race, the Mint 400. The Mint 400 is a 380-mile endurance race that challenges teams' driving ability and one's nerves to push just a little bit harder than the rest. Oftentimes considered as big of a race as Mexico's famed Baja 1000, the Mint 400 offers high-speed racing across the most brutal desert the American West can offer. Shreveport, Louisiana. The S3 race team is packing up their Can Am Maverick Turbos to make the cross-country drive to Nevada in hopes of making a splash in the Pro UTV side-by-side class.
Going to the Mint 400, we did strong at the UTV World Championships. We had a good, fast first lap, but then, we ran into some issues.
Tired, man. There's people on the road. Everything hooked up finally, so we got to get out of here. We got a 20-hour drive to Vegas. We got to get rocking, man.
We had to prove that wasn't just a fluke, that we were learning and we were adapting and we were figuring out how to be competitive in something we had never done before.
As newcomers to desert racing, the S3 race team has shown that they can build a fast side-by-side. But the question that still remains is, can they drive smart enough and fast enough to put their Can Am Maverick Turbo 1000 on the podium? In last month's Polaris Razor UTV Championships, Dustin Jones and co-driver Shane Dowden were able to get the whole shot in the best in the desert's first ever land rush style start, only to be forced to pit after breaking two back axles entering the Fox Proving Grounds.
You know what sucks? We would have put down the fastest lap time.
And in turn, being shuffled back into the pack. In the UTV World Championships, the race was all about the fastest side-by-sides. The prestigious Mint 400, on the other hand, offers desert race classes for open-wheel buggies, trucks, and UTVs.
This race is a very big deal, man. It's the Mint 400. Everybody knows about this. It's one of the oldest off-road races in the country.
The festivities for Saturday's race start early in the week with a parade for all the racers to show off their hard work by giving them a chance to drive straight down the Vegas Strip.
Kind of nice, kind of get your mind off of racing a little bit, milling around, talking to some of the other teams, get to relax some.
We're enjoying it now, man. Keeping the nerves down, just keeping entertained, cleaning the car and messing with stuff. So we're enjoying it, dude.
This is everything desert racing. It's a learning deal for us from the get-go, New to the sport, we built two cars, never raced in it.
I traded Shane in on a more experienced model. Yeah, for Las Vegas Boulevard. We just needed somebody good looking to ride with me. That's what we got.
The Mint 400 parade kicks off 4 days of festivities in Las Vegas for both tourists and race fans to have the opportunity to get close to the off-road desert race cars. For the race teams, it's about showing their appreciation to the fans, and for a short time, shutting down the busiest street in the city that never sleeps.
People come out of the woodworks to race this, and there'll be some big name guys out here running trophy trucks and different things like that, and then also all the side-by-sides, man. This draws a crowd of racers, so.
Cruising down Las Vegas Boulevard in a desert race car is an experience for all teams that will be remembered for years to come. The 9-mile parade starts on the south end of the Vegas Boulevard, then heads north through the busiest place in the city, next onto famous Fremont Street, which is packed with off-road vehicles and spectators. Fremont Street is headquarters and will be shut down to through traffic for the next 4 days to make home for the Great American Off-Road Race.
Oh, that was cool, man. Felt like a friggin' rock star rolling down through there. People waving, shouting, jumping up and down.
It was wild, man. Cops just shut down Las Vegas for us to roll right down Las Vegas Boulevard. Man, we just took the whole thing up, man, like a block party.
With over 100 off-road desert race cars in the parade, the Best in the Desert Race Series has, without a doubt, made its mark on a city that prides itself at being the entertainment capital of the world.
Linda was having a ball. She was hooting and hollering, carrying on like she was 18.
Loving it.
Oh, yeah.
She was yelling at everybody, waving.
Oh, yeah.
I had goosebumps even. I don't think anything could have replaced it as far as being part of a racing experience.
We've never really raced on this level and a nationally recognized event.
Awesome or what? I can't believe how many people are out there. Did you watch the cell phones? Just rows of cell phones all the way down.
See the people in the cars on the opposite side of the
Some of them were pumped. You know, they're honking their horns, fist pumping. That was cool.
A strange experience for us. We felt out of our element. It was humbling.
For that hour, dude, you're a star, right?
This thing is a big deal. It was neat to just make memories about what was going on because it was a once-in-a-lifetime experience for us.
Even with all the excitement of the Mint 400 festivities, the S3 race team knows that to be successful in the Polaris RZR Heavy class, they need to stay focused on the task at hand. And with the race drawing near, the rest of the team has finally made the long trip to the Nevada desert.
Hey, you doing pretty good this now. Are you doing good? Good to see.
To be competitive in the brutal and unforgiving Best in the Desert race series, it takes a strong community of passionate individuals who are willing to make personal sacrifices in order to better the cause.
Everybody knows what to do, man. You show up and freaking work gets done around here.
Cody Taylor and James Johnson have spent the last 2.5 months around the clock fabricating and building the two S3 Racing Can Am Maverick 1000 turbos.
Fabricators, we got a few odds and ends they need to do, so they're tending to that. Anyway, I got the cars ready to go.
Building two cars in basically 10 weeks, you really test your grit, whether you really want to do this. I don't think if we would have had the background we had and leading up to this, I don't know if we could have done it.
Even though it has been a difficult journey, the opportunity to represent Shreveport, Louisiana in the Best of the Desert Off-Road Series is well worth the hard work and sleepless nights, especially when you have the chance to be on the main stage and involved in the Great American Off-Road Race.
0.1% of people actually get to be involved in this, be able to say you raced the Mint 400. That's a win in itself.
The reality of the magnitude of the race is starting to sink in for the team as they wait in line on Fremont Street for vehicle inspection during tech and contingency.
You know, I've read about this and kept up with the Mint growing up as a kid. All the movie stars that participated and all the big names in off-road through the years.
Amazing experience. Glad I'm here. And this is the world famous Mint 400.
The biggest off-road race we've ever done as far as cross-country and mud racing or anything, man.
Having a good race at the Mint 400 would be a great boost of confidence for S3 Racing. But the underlying fact that they will be on the track for over 7 hours with vehicles other than side-by-sides definitely has the team a bit apprehensive.
This is actually the first time we're going to be on the track with the unlimited buggies and the trophy trucks. So this is the big boy leagues here. So.
What can you do except pull up to the line and hammer down and try to save the car and try to finish the race?
Finally at the end of the long line, but it's well worth it, knowing your car is ready to go.
A lot to take in to see everything that goes into the Mint 400 because they absolutely blow it out for this race.
Yeah, everything went smooth, man. Car checked out. We always followed the rules, though, so we didn't have anything to worry about. We always do it by the book. So straight through tech, no big deal.
To be the spotlight of what's going on in Vegas for a few minutes, man, it's a crazy feeling and something we thoroughly enjoyed.
Race day in Nevada. The S3 race team is up early, and they are already at the pits in order to make the early morning 5 a.m. staging call.
Still dark, the sun's not going to be up for another 2 hours, so we may have to run in the dust in the dark for a little bit.
To make the pre-race jitters even more unnerving than usual, the Pro Limited Side-by-Side class starts before sunrise.
Tape will fix anything though, but a little more. I'm already nervous, but it'll be okay once they get going.
With no actual experience racing in the dark, the team must once again learn on the fly.
I'm nervous, man. It's a Mint 400, dude. That's where it happens. All the talking, all the interviewing, all the building, all the practicing is over.
Hands are going to be frozen for the first part of this race.
Tired. We just got to take it slow and steady.
In addition to starting the race in the dark and the amount of dust generated by more than 50 side-by-sides, the S3 race team will also be driving their Can Am Maverick Turbo 1000s into the dust of 2 more classes of vehicles who are starting the race before them.
The accumulation of things just multiplied the anxiety that I get right before a race.
Hey, yes, don't try to push the car and make any moves while it's dark. Okay.
To suggest that the dust in their Vision X headlights will be an issue is an understatement. But this is the toughest American off-road race. The Mint 400.
Ready to go, man.
In the Mint 400, 2 vehicles are released from the starting line in 30-second intervals, with each racer vying for the fastest overall time.
Mr. Mal, Mr. Bob. Yeah, go ahead. Y'all excited? I am. Go, dude, I'm ready to do this. The feelings are mutual all the way around.
With the leaders expected to finish within an 8-hour time frame, getting a fast start is crucial in working to the front of the pack to avoid driving in low visibility and heavy dust for the rest of the day.
Where's the green light at? Right there.
Dustin and co-driver Shane Dowden are starting on the 7th row next to fellow Can Am teammate Corey Sappington, who has also just finished building his first Can Am Maverick Turbo 1000.
Good for us to get to start next to somebody we knew, but I knew this dude was going to be fast.
Helmet down.
While Dustin and Corey drive head-to-head in the short track area heading toward the desert, Corey is still trying to find the sweet spot, so to speak, of the new Maverick Turbo. With a near miss, Corey gains his composure and decides to back off the throttle and save it for the open desert.
It was Corey's first time to run the Turbo Maverick, and so I knew he was there on a mission.
Left. This ain't on the course. Don't flip the car.
Meanwhile, Mr. Mal and his co-driver Bob Jackson have pulled to the starting line.
Car 1979 at the line.
Gotcha.
Gone. We're on the way.
Mr. Mal started even farther back in the pack, so they will have even more low visibility dust to contend with while trying to put down the fastest time.
Swing it left. Way left. I'm zooming in. Hammer it left. Nice smooth traction.
Yeah, hang on.
While Mr. Mal and Bob work their Can Am Maverick Turbo 1000 through the short course, Dustin and Shane have made it into the desert and are starting to hit high speeds.
Is it just a straight line or yeah, watch that car to the right. Oh, never mind, I didn't see it, that's right. It's just, well, it looks like a straight line, but it don't show none of this. Oh, this car turned over. Okay, go, man, this car flipped over in the road. Yeah.
The realization of just how brutal and unforgiving the Nevada desert can be has just reared its ugly head. In heavy dust and low visibility, Dustin and Shane decide to pull back on the throttle.
I can't see good enough. Yeah, slow down, man. Just save the car. It's just a long straight. Yeah, we got 8 miles, bud. I can't see a thing.
We was praying for it to get daylight. There was no sense in driving when we couldn't see.
Keep on going straight. But I don't know if there's any jumps, so you're playing it smart, bud. No rocks or cars. Yeah, good job. Somebody wants to pass us, let them pass us.
As Dustin slows down and drives more conservatively, fellow Can Am teammate Corey Sappington has the opportunity to welcome the S3 team to desert racing properly.
I just broke somebody's back foot. You know, so we got foot over. Get over. Get to the right. It's Corey. Okay, follow Corey.
He let me know that he was faster than I was. He was able to drive in the dust in the dark a little better than me.
So you didn't get a broken rear axle, you get nerve.
No, bud, we didn't break an axle. It was old Corey Sappington gives us a little love tap to get out of the way.
You want to just follow his lights? No. Okay. You got too long of a day to race. Okay.
I know we lost some time trying to chase these guys in the dust because we just don't have any experience racing that way.
5 miles back, Mr. Mal and Bob have just broke out into the desert as well.
They still rolling. We're gaining on them.
But with one big difference. Over 25 side-by-sides between them and their teammates, causing a fog of dust.
Whoa! Seeing a few hoops up here on this car. Still running fairly straight though.
While fighting the dust and trying to catch the pack, Mr. Mal realizes that something isn't right with his Can Am Maverick Turbo.
Drop pipe out!
The unforgiving Nevada desert has claimed Mr. Mal and Bob as its next victim.
We have no turbo now.
We lost the turbo, the header pipe broke, so we got no boost.
Without the turbo, Mr. Mal and Bob's two-seater Maverick doesn't have the speed to run down the leaders, which in turn pushes them farther into the back of the pack.
That's all she's got. Can they get the welder to pit A? I don't have a fabricator there.
In making one 125-mile lap at the Mint 400, competitors are allowed one main pit and two remote pits across the desert. The S3 racing team's welder and fabricators are at the main pit, which is 20 miles back at the start-finish line. Mr. Mal is forced to push his Can Am Maverick Turbo over 100 miles and risk even more damage in order to make it back to the main pit. Meanwhile, Dustin and Shane are 15 miles ahead, and they are still in the race.
Oh, this is some rough stuff, Justin. Just back down. This is the stuff we talked about. Yeah. Save the car. We'll destroy it in this. Okay. Left or right or straight or what? Straight. Oh, yeah. Back down.
Didn't know what kind of pace we were keeping. Our ultimate goal for this race was just to finish.
Sweep to the right. Oh, there's a fire. Shut this son of a down. Yeah, it is.
After learning their lesson at the UTV Championships, the guys have decided to play it a little safer while navigating through the brutal box proving grounds.
I wasn't going to take any chances, and so we were going to creep through there like we was driving Miss Daisy.
Got too long of a day to be smashing through here.
Now, I wouldn't say that we'd win any land speed records, but we didn't break anything.
This is an accident. We're doing 30 miles an hour, so we're not dying. Yeah, yeah.
You had to find that happy medium to where you knew you weren't going to tear anything up, but you had to keep rolling fast enough that the people behind you weren't hitting your bumper.
The balance between racing smart and being fast is a struggle that all teams are fighting.
There, we got some clean air right there. Somebody, oh yeah. Watch out.
In order to be competitive in the brutal Mint 400, you must push your car to its breaking point and then pull back a notch.
They got into each other.
Dustin and Shane are trying to race smart, slow when they need to conserve their Maverick 1000, and yet still fast enough to catch the leaders.
Catch him, get by him. All right, hit him. Okay, right here, pass his ass. Good.
Dustin and Shane are starting to find their pace and have started to look towards the leaders. Mr. Mal and Bob, on the other hand, have pushed their Can Am Maverick Turbo 1000 to its breaking point.
Your oil pressure looks okay. I don't know why it's cutting out. The injectors are overheating. Oh. Smell that fuel? Yeah.
When the exhaust manifold broke away from Mr. Mal's Maverick 1000, the thick dust and constant jarring opened up an array of problems for the motor.
Maybe falling close.
Dead in the water and no chance of winning the race, Mr. Mal and Bob are also stranded in the desert with only one option: assessing the damage and waiting for help to arrive. Dustin and Shane have kept a good pace through the first lap. Not only have they kept their Can Am Maverick Turbo 1000 intact, they have also managed to stay consistent.
Main pit, do y'all have a copy? 10-4, guys. Y'all know our place?
We've only had 2 UTVs come through. Johnny is leading.
How far ahead are they?
7 minutes. Y'all are third on course, guys. 5 behind second, 7 off leader.
All he's got to do is break one time. Yep, we're podium right now. Let's keep it together.
Against the odds, Dustin and Shane have climbed into the top 3 in the Pro Limited class with their Can Am Maverick Turbo 1000. In order to catch the leader, Johnny Angle, they must first race smart and second be fast.
Straight a little bit and then sweep it to the left. You got long straight. Okay.
To all of a sudden realize that you're competitive and that you're up towards the front of the pack, your mindset kind of changes.
Feel good? Yep. Right, left. And all gauges look good. Right.
And we just tried to keep ourselves driving the same pace the whole time.
We know if we're not, if we don't have to clear front, that's a faster line.
For the next 2.5 hours, Dustin and Shane push their Can Am Maverick Turbo 1000 through the Nevada desert as hard as they possibly can. But catching Johnny Angle is no easy feat. Keeping his fast pace, Dustin isn't able to make up any more time.
A lot of added weight to our shoulders to know that, man, we're doing decent at this race. We can be competitive. We're not doing that bad.
Sharp left. Yep. And a sharper right. Sharper right.
And then, the unthinkable happens.
What you doing? We just broke. Will we break? I don't know yet. Get off the track. Over here. Power steering's full up. Huh? Power steering's full up. Okay, but you still got driving? It's almost impossible to freaking turn. Okay.
Without being able to turn the wheel, Dustin and Shane may have just lost their shot at the podium.
I physically won't be able to drive another lap like that. Oh my God. It's undrivable. I ain't strong enough to steer it. Yeah, we're all over the place. We're in a wreck, huh? Yeah. Okay, slow it down.
I immediately thought to myself, man, there's no way.
Oh my gosh. There's something broke. It ain't power. Something broke in the power steering.
The electrical motor actually locked up and you couldn't physically turn the wheel.
Our steering's broke. We can't hardly steer the car. Just happened. We're almost to the pit. We're probably about a few miles out.
It was like somebody just took the wind out of our sails.
Sharp right here. That's everything I have. I can't pull.
In order to get to the pit, Shane helps Dustin steer their Can Am Maverick Turbo.
I'm pulling.
It was immediately takes some wind out of your sails and kind of pulls your adrenaline out whenever something like this happens.
All right, go back. Don't break nothing. I can't stop. Okay, come on. We're ready to go. Give us some gas.
We were discouraged, but we weren't going to stop. We were going to do everything we could to finish the Mint 400.
And then, the steering frees itself.
Something must have come loose. Just loosen back up. It did? Yep.
Oh gosh, when the power steering freed up, it was a huge sign of relief.
Yeah, the power steering just loosened back up. All we need is fuel and look over the car. Yeah, it's good now.
Awesome. See you in a minute.
Thank you, Lord.
In the S3 Racing main pit area, the team readies themselves for a quick stop.
We had to stop for about 3 or 4 minutes, freaking power steering.
Except this time they have some help. Corey Sappington and his team, along with the Murray brothers and their team, are all ready to pitch in and root a fellow Can-Am teammate onto the finish.
I don't think so. A prayer? Yeah. Y'all want to just look over the car? Is Cody looking over it? Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Pushed us a little more to realize, man, we can fight through this, man. We've got a chance. Now we can make a run for it.
Go ahead. Bring it in. Kids, man, we can do this, man. We got to do it, bro. We have to do it.
Knowing that it's now or never, Dustin and Shane have one more grueling lap to prove that S3 Racing belongs in the Best in the Desert series.
All right, ready?
So going into the third lap, we were still in second physical position, and we were chasing Johnny Angle of UTV Inc., and we had chased him all day because that dude is lightning fast.
In order to catch Johnny, Dustin and Shane must drive their Can Am Maverick Turbo as hard as they can.
A hair more speed if you're comfortable.
We didn't know if we'd ever end up on the better side of the chase.
We gotta pass these people fast. We're gonna make them time up. Okay, go ahead.
We knew we were going to have to push our car hard if we were ever going to have a chance of beating him on corrected time.
Dude, we're rolling. We are now. Yep.
Shane, do you read me?
Yeah, we need to know what place we're in because we're pushing hard.
Johnny went through his pit about a minute ago.
They had a couple of lake beds out there to where we could really stretch his car out, man. And that's where we felt like we had a little bit of a competitive advantage.
You second on course. So at worst right now, you're third overall.
Because this car would absolutely fly.
Midway through the last lap, Dustin and Shane are gaining on the leader.
Johnny's gonna push hard and break his car. Yep. Don't do the same. Okay.
But in order to win, they must walk the line between speed and destruction.
Try to steer the least amount as possible. That thing breaks up.
We only have one power steering unit, and it's at this main pit. You can't stop. You have to take that gamble and keep going.
Oh, really? Okay. You're doing good. Just keep it straight. Keep it straight, bud. Keep it straight. Let's go. Keep pushing the car. Smart. Be smart.
Physically drained and at their wits' end, Dustin and Shane have nothing to lose.
Come on, baby. Sweeping right. Come on. Straight. You got to hold straight.
With the weight of the S3 racing team and being the underdogs in a race that they just hope to finish, the guys enter the pit area to find out some good news.
Let's follow this guy. Keep on going.
You see Johnny? Follow Johnny.
We don't see Johnny.
Johnny Angle has pushed his UTV past its limits and is out of the race.
Johnny broke him. We just got in first physical position. Go ahead.
For us to pull in the first physical position at the Mint 400, it was hard for us to keep it together.
Nobody behind us at all. Nobody. That's why we have to stay focused and drive sharp, dude.
This was something we dreamt of, man. This is what we've worked so hard for.
We got a podium finish, I would go insane. That's what I'm in. Can you freaking imagine at the Mint 400?
It was pretty much short course racing the rest of the time, and that's right up our alley.
As underdogs and not projected to win a race all season, Dustin Jones and Shane Dowden in their Can Am Maverick Turbo 1000 crossed the finish line in physical first position at the Great American Off-Road Race, the Mint 400.
Can you freaking believe what we just did? Yep. I can't believe it, actually.
Us finishing was an accomplishment, and then doing that was it was a wow moment for us.
Southern boys made it in the desert again!
Our very first Mint 400, and we physically finished first, man.
Words can't describe.
It's a lot of work, man. A lot of work, a lot of guys putting in time. And so, it's more payback for them for everything they've done. Something that I'm happy for my guys, because they've put into so much into this, man. And so, it's a great day, man.
Crossing the finish line first in the best of the desert race is a victory all in itself. But in order to be the overall winner in your class, officials have to tally up actual race times for each side-by-side team that comes across the line.
And so while we were sitting in line to go up on the podium, the last few guys that were right behind us on corrected time rolled through. Joey D of UTV Underground walked up to our car.
We're the unofficial winner of the Mint 400.
It was a flood of emotions. We didn't know what to do because this was all of our hard work coming to fruition.
Hey, brother, that's work no sleep, huh? We did it. I will go sit in the desert all day again and see this. We did it. We did it. Everybody. Yeah, it ain't just us. It's the whole team.
This is stuff that, you're going to think back on and be proud of that moment that you got to spend, doing something that very few people get to do.
Man, no. This is a dream come true here, buddy.
Can you believe what we just did?
No. Great day. I sat in the desert for 5 hours today, but that's okay. Hey, we just won the Razor Mint 400.
Man, this is awesome. For Dustin win his first race, it'd be the Mint 400 and a Turbo Can Am. Man, I couldn't have wrote a better script than that.
It was only our third race, and we're new to this, and we actually won.
Feel very blessed to even be part of it.
Come on! It was something that we had wanted for so long and wanted to be a part of, and now we actually won the most prestigious off-road race in the United States.
I got to thank all the sponsors that made this possible. Can Am for providing us with a bike to do it. All the guys at S3 Power Sports, man, that worked so hard.
If you win the Mint 400, it's an honor. Actually, even racing the Mint 400 is an honor, and to win it is something special.
Man, it's all good times from here on out for us. We're gonna enjoy this and soak this in and just try to enjoy being a part of such a big deal.